Testing 1, 2, 3, 4. Just want to check and see if this is working. All right. Hey, Lewis, how you doing this morning? Can you hear me okay on this live stream? Thanks. Yeah, the camera I'm using is the Logitech Brio. Came out about 18 to 24 months ago. It's a Windows Hello compatible camera. So do me a favor and confirm you can hear me okay, because that's obviously the way I will communicate with via the microphone and look at the chat and see what's going on. We'll see who else comes in and joins us. I really was curious about trying this out because in the past, YouTube's always required a separate software encoder. So you've always had to have another piece of software that was capturing the video and feeding that up to YouTube. And now what they've done is they have this new YouTube Go Live, and you just need your web browser. It uses your microphone and your camera and stuff like that. It gives you options to choose which one to use. So it makes it a lot easier to go live and to have a chat. Oh, good. I'm glad you're hearing me loud and clear. Thanks for the confirmation, Lewis. We've had somebody else join us, so that's awesome. But it really is an opportunity to go live at very short notice without having to do a lot of configuration. And once you get all the settings set up, it looks like it will be repeatable, that you'll have a chance to use that again. So I'm really looking forward to using this with my weekly podcast. So I have the Observe Tech podcast, and a lot of people have asked me for video on this. So I plan to use this method to go live on video at the same time and record my podcast so people can watch live, but then also record the podcast and prepare it like I normally do so that it can be broadcast via my website and downloaded later in the week through other channels and stuff like that. So that's all good. So Lewis, how you doing with Redstone 4? Are you testing the feature update that's due to be out anytime? You are. Okay, good. So what have you done? What build are you running? Are you in fast ring, slow ring, or you skip ahead, obviously, as Redstone 5, but so are you in fast ring or slow ring? Fast ring. So you're running the latest build, which is 17133, which everybody believes is the final build. So what I did was I went 17133 when was it released? I think it was released last Thursday or Friday. I took and put it on both my fast ring devices. And then what I did over the weekend was I took other machines that I had gone slow on, two of them. One's the machine I'm on right now, which is I use for podcasting and now for my video stuff, and my main desktop rig, and I had them both on slow, so they were running 17127. I decided to go ahead and put them in fast ring, do 17133, and then turn around and put them. I haven't moved them to release preview, but that new option is available in the latest build, 17133, that lets you pull out of the Insider program without any penalty. You stay on the same build you're currently installed. it takes you back to normal production channels, and then you would wait for the updates and things like that. Now, as an insider, if you want to get any cumulative updates they're going to release over the next few weeks before the release of the feature update, you can take, and I would go release preview. That way, at least the release preview builds will come your way, or those updates will come via release preview, and you'll have access to those before the final version comes out to everybody. So, but yeah, it's handy. It's very handy to have it like that. All right. Let's see what else is going on in the world on Twitter. Hey, Andre, how you doing? Welcome. Thanks for joining us. It still needs a reboot, right, Lewis? It still will reboot because you're changing your ring status, but that reboot won't do anything except reboot you back, and you will be in that new ring. I think if you pull out, you need the reboot. If you go to release preview or slow, then you'll stay right where you won't require a reboot to do that, if I remember right. But the moment you want to pull out of Insider Program, you will be required to reboot in order to set that. But pulling completely out means you'll run 17133 until it's released. And then if any day one cumulative updates are released on that day when Microsoft makes it available, and right now the question is, will it be on the 10th of April, which is 2 weeks from yesterday? Or will it be the following week, which is something they've done in the past? They've done Patch Tuesday, and then a week later on Tuesday, they've released the new feature update. So there's kind of a mix of opinions between whether it'll be 2 to 3 weeks before we see the final release. So if Microsoft's going to test any cumulative updates, they'll do that beforehand. So if you're in fast ring, slow ring, or release preview, you should get those. But if you don't, if you choose to come out of the Insider Program now, you'll be able to just go ahead, and when it's released to everybody, that cumulative update, that day one update will come to you. So we've had a couple more people join us. It's nice to see. I see Andre is in there. So Andre, we're talking about Redstone 4. So out of curiosity, where do you stand with Redstone 4? What's your testing status? And I guess I imagine when I end this stream, because this is the first time I've used to go live, I imagine when I end this stream, I will get a option to save this video to my channel. I'll have to watch for that. So Andre, you say you've stopped for a few days. What do you mean you've stopped for a few days? Are you running the latest build? Are you running 17133? I can't stand cold coffee. My coffee has gone cold, and I just can't stand cold coffee. Okay, so you're running 17133, but you have pulled out of the Insider Program at this point. So you've used that page in Windows Settings and Update and Security to pull yourself out of the Insider Program for now. So I had to do a reboot, but you're still sitting there and you're still in good shape as far as having the latest build. Hi, Nikita. How are you? I don't understand Russian, but let me try to do a quick translation. I see you're asking about... RS5, which is the next build of, let me see if I can get this to translate. Waiting for the, Andres, you're waiting for the full release. So you're waiting for that final version, whatever that version is. Oh, there it goes. Oh, will RS5 be? Now, that's a good question, Nikita, because RS5 is currently in the skip ahead channel. And the one thing we haven't had for a while is that we have not had a skip ahead build. In fact, I think the last skip ahead build we're on, let me check real quick. I believe the last skip ahead build that we have is 17627, I think. Yeah, 17627, which was released on the 21st of March. So it was released last week, and that's the current skip ahead we had. So I guess it's possible that we'll see a skip ahead today. Okay, Lewis, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you helping me test things out and giving me feedback on the sound here. So I appreciate it very much. So Nikita, so it is very possible we could get a Redstone 5 build because they're working on Redstone 5 right alongside of working on Redstone 4, which is, we believe, been released, and we have that final version. So the big question, we'll have to watch for that. The other thing I'm expecting today is the slow ring build, is to see most likely 17133. If they're happy with the data from the last few days from both their internal hosting and the external stuff that we've been able to test since we got it released to us, then, oh, I see 17133 came out 2 days ago. Anyway, if they've got enough data and they're happy with the status of the update, then they should push it to slow ring. And if it goes along the line that we expect it to go along, then the next release will be to release preview, and then at that point we'll just be waiting for the official release to everybody, general availability, what they call it. So I appreciate that question, Nikita. That helps out a lot. Redstone 5, though, it'll be nice to see it continue, because shortly around the time that Redstone 4 is wrapped up, Redstone 5 will become the fast ring build. It'll still be in skip ahead. They released to both of them, I think. They treat skip ahead just like a fast ring build as they're working on stuff. So if you're in skip ahead, you want to stay there. Otherwise, you'll lose that access. So you'll be in there for 6 months until they activate skip ahead separate builds again for the next feature update. And if you didn't hear the news, it looks like they're choosing different code names for the feature update testing. So starting with Redstone 5, we'll still have a Redstone 5, but starting next year, when they start testing the first feature update of 2019, it's going to have a code name that's going to be like 19H1, which will be first release in 2019, first half of the year. And then 19H2 will be for the second half. I'd like to stay, but I have to go too. Hey, Andre, thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I appreciate the feedback on the stream. This is going to be something a little bit new that I try between live streaming my podcast and just kind of jumping on and talking to people about what's going on in the world with different testing stuff and things like that. So I appreciate the stop in. So I'm trying to see all messages. All right. So it won't show me. I'm just doing some experimenting here. Oh, there it is. Participants. So Nikita is still here, and it still shows Andre and Lewis. And then, of course, I'm in here. So you can look at the participants, but now I've got a little thing stuck over the window, so I'm not sure what's up with that. Toggle timestamps. So, okay, I can even toggle timestamps in the chat. What else can I do here? I can deal with individual messages if I want, or I can pop out the chat in its own window. All right, that's cool. I like that pop-out chat, but I can also restore it. All right, so who do we still have in here? I think Nikita may still be in here. Maybe somebody else just jumped in. If you just jumped into the live stream this morning, we're testing out a new feature of YouTube that's called Go Live. Does not require you to have a separate encoder software that translates your webcam and audio into a stream that then gets fed up to the YouTube for live. It actually broadcasts live directly through the YouTube website. So that's what I'm testing out here, and I've had some good feedback so far from folks. But if you just dropped in the room, stop in and say hello. Let us know how things are going. But no, I guess somebody new didn't drop in. But anyway, I appreciate the test. We're at about 15 minutes, so I'm going to close this out. I might use this for a daily kind of headline kind of brief or something like that, or maybe every other day or 3 days a week, as a way to kind of interact with people and take questions and things like that. So thanks everybody for tuning in. Don't forget, you can visit me at windowsobserver.com. And of course, I'm on Twitter at WinOBS to talk about things. All right. Take care, everybody.